Hey y'all, it's Bucky, 1/3 of the Southern Snackers, coming at you with my solo mukbang. And y'all, today I am so excited. I am doing a virtual collab with none other than Time with Cherice.
Hello guys, I'm Time with Cherice. Today I will be collabing with SouthernSnackers. Y'all, we will be eating some super duper nachos. After you watch their video, come on over to my channel and see what's up with me.
And we have decided to do nachos, as you just seen. Hers looks bomb. I am so excited to dig in here. I know you're probably like, Bucky, something's missing. And y'all, it is. So on here I got chips, lettuce, sour cream, beef, jalapenos, tomatoes, black beans. But y'all, what's missing? I got it right here. Oh yes. This steamy nacho cheese, I'm going to pour it all over. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yes. Y'all did not want my chips to get soggy. Oh, I am so excited. Just drown it in cheese. And y'all, this is that good nacho cheese too. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. So the cheese is on it. Oh, let's dig in. Ooh. Get that tomato on there. You want a bite? Mmm. Oh, this cheese is so good. Y'all, this is basically just turned into a taco salad, which works out because in my poll that I did the other week, taco salad came in second for my next mukbang. Mmm. The chips are all lined up on the bottom. Mm. Oh yeah. Taco salad and nachos is probably my favorite meal to make. And what's even the difference in taco salad and nachos? I guess just the amount of chips to lettuce ratio. Today, y'all, I want to talk about, a lot of people have been asking me about my experience when I worked on cruise ships. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to eat a little bit, y'all, and then we'll get into that. Mmm. Oh, look at that bite. Yes. All right. So if you're new to our channel, welcome. If you've come over from Time with Cherice, welcome. Thank you so much. We love her. Usually there are two other people with me. We usually have Brandon and Emily. I about said Brandon and Bucky. We usually have Brandon and Emily. And y'all, I am Bucky. But we always do a group mukbang on Mondays. Wednesday, we always do a solo mukbang. So we alternate every week. And just so happens, this week is my week. And then Friday, we do a group video, either eating or hanging out, vlogging, just something fun on Fridays, you know, just to like kind of show you what we're up to. But yeah, so I used to actually perform on cruise ships. Did it for 2 years. I just kicked my camera. But y'all, it was so much fun. I got to travel the world and just have a blast. Met so many amazing people. But I'll start from the beginning. Oh, this is so good. Y'all are probably going to come after me saying that this ain't taco or this ain't nachos, it's just taco salad. And I'll almost agree. But, so I went to school, went to college for music, concentrated in voice. And then after that, went to Dollywood, performed up there for a couple of years. Sang with Dolly Parton, met her. I'll talk about that in another video. If y'all want to hear about that, just let me know. And then everybody had talked about how you can make so much money if you go and perform on cruise ships. I was like, yeah, like, let's do it. So I started auditioning, and y'all, I got lucky. I never had to go to an in-person audition. And that's very rare. If you know anything about the entertainment world, that is super, super, super rare. So I just submitted my videos online that they asked for of me singing and like a little movement dance routine. And that was it. They called me, offered me a job. I was so excited when I got the call. I honestly don't even remember. I think they were just like, hey, we'd like to offer you a vocalist position on Celebrity Cruise Lines. And I was like, yes, I'll do it. Send me the papers. And I didn't even ask about money. I didn't even ask about where the ship was going to be. Like, I could care less. I was just very, very excited about having a performing job on a cruise ship. And they sent me all the paperwork. I found out what I'd be making every week, and I was like, I'm going to be making that? Like, it's a lot of money, y'all. I mean, for performing. Like, it's not quite like Broadway pay, but it's just like a little step below. It's not that far from Broadway pay. Y'all, my neighbor is mowing his grass. So if you hear that, that's what that is. I don't know why he couldn't work around my eating schedule today. I'm so glad I spent more money on like the good nacho cheese. It is so worth it. That is so loud. Okay. I apologize. But anyway, so I got the job. They sent me all the forms. And y'all, the medical I had to get. So basically when you go on a ship, it's international. And then so the medical that you have to get, like basically the physical to get approved to go on the ship was crazy. Like, it was intense. It was going to cost me, I think the first place that I went for everything that they needed to test me for and all the tests they had to run, like $1,000. And that was like, at that time I was on my parents' insurance and it didn't cover any of it. It was crazy. Or either it covered a little bit of it and then it was still $1,000 after that. But y'all, I was like, whatever, I'll do it. I'll make that, and you know, not long at all on the ship. And so that's how that happened. Went and had that done. And then oh my gosh, hang on. Okay, so went and had the medical and all that stuff done. Had everything sent back to Celebrity Cruise Line, and it got approved. So now next step was, I go to Miami and we rehearse the shows that we'll be doing on the ship for 1 month. It was actually Fort Lauderdale, my first contract. So it was Lauderdale by the Sea. I don't know, that's where our house was that the cast stayed in while we rehearsed. If we have any people from there, you'll probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so went down to Fort Lauderdale and rehearsals started. I was so scared. I hadn't even, like, you know, I worked at Dollywood, and that was about two and a half hours from where I grew up. But this was like in Florida. I'm on my own. Don't know any of these people. And y'all, performers can be very like intimidating too. And I was like very new at it, and you know, I don't know, I was just nervous. So I got down there, and all my cast members were so sweet. I think we had a day or two to like meet each other and get acquainted before we actually started rehearsal. And y'all, these rehearsals were intense. So we would have dance rehearsal, which I was hired as a vocalist, but still as a vocalist you have to still dance. So I'm sure y'all that have been on cruise ships, you've seen the production shows. The singers, they don't do all the dancing that the dancers have to do, but they still have to move and a little step touch here, a little twirl there or something. But it was intense. And everybody there, or a lot of them there, had already done ships before, which turned out to be really nice because they were able to help me and, you know, get adjusted very easily. But still, it was just very intimidating at first. But whatever, everything worked out. We ended up doing a Broadway show. A Cirque du Soleil show, which we had to sing like a weird language, like a made-up weird language. It was interesting. And then like a pop rock show. And it was so much fun. So we did that for a month, rehearsed that, learned all the music, all the dance, everything. And then now it was time to go to the ship. So my first contract was in the Mediterranean. And the ship that we were going to be getting on was in Florida, because it's weird because in the winter, the ships are in Florida. Or at least this particular ship. Sorry, y'all, hang on. So we were getting on the ship in Florida, and then it was doing a transatlantic, which means it's in Florida, and then it's moving its home base to the Med. And I think our home, God, where was my first home port? It was near Rome, Civita, I don't even know how to say it still, even though I ported there every week. But basically it was Rome, but it was like the port close to Rome. And it was so much fun. But on the way over, we had rehearsal nonstop every day. And it's like 4 days at sea without even touching land on a transatlantic. But sorry, somebody called me. One day I'll be able to not record on my phone, hopefully. But anyways, so yeah, so basically had 4 days, well, 4 days plus a couple to learn these shows before we got to our destination. And it was fun. It was fun. We already knew them, so it was just a matter of putting them on the stage and getting used to the stage. But y'all, I'm just going to fast forward to like cruise life. I mean, it was crazy because we had 3 or 4 shows. And these cruises were 14 days. So I literally only had to work like 4 of the 12 or 14 days. It was crazy. I didn't know that going into it. I also wasn't even positive where the ship was going. So then when I found that out, y'all can imagine how excited I was. I thought I'd just be in the Caribbean going from Florida to Cozumel to, you know, all the places down there, which are beautiful, but it would get old. Oh no, we're in the Mediterranean. Our home port is in Italy. We're going everywhere from Venice, Rome, down to Malta. We are going over to France. We are doing Turkey. We went to Israel. I mean, we literally went everywhere. Croatia. The first contract was so pretty. The Greek Isles. I mean, it was just just thinking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I worked 4 days of the 14. Or 12. It just depended on which cruise. And y'all, the living quarters are no joke. Oh my God. I mean, y'all, I was lucky. The singers had their own private room. So it was just me. I had my bathroom. But y'all, when I say my own room, don't think that was like nice, because it was a small, like, I wish I had a picture. I don't even think I have a picture. If I can find one, I'll put it here. But if not, y'all just have to use your imagination. It was like big enough. You open the door. You have a little tiny, like single bed. And that was basically it. And as soon as you stood up from the bed, there was another little door that opened up and that went to your bathroom. And when I say tiny, I mean tiny. Barely any room to like actually stand there and like move around in the shower. But I had it better than most, y'all. I had my own room. And even the dancers, they didn't have their own room. I honestly don't think I could have done cruises and shared a room like some had to. And especially a bathroom. In those small little areas, I need at least my own bathroom. But there's a big storm coming right now. I can hear the thunder. And I love a storm. Sorry, got sidetracked. But so I was lucky. And the singers also had basically like, not really guest privilege, but we were allowed to like go upstairs where the guests are. Because I was on the 3rd floor. So I was actually on a guest floor, but it was in like the crew area. But like some of the dancers and stuff were like way below, like down below. I don't even know what floor it was considered them. But down in the crew area, you have a bar, they have a club, they have like a cafeteria. So, I mean, it's nothing fancy, but it's nice. I mean, you are able to get like snacks. There's like a little, not a grocery store, but like a little convenience store. You can get candy, and it's just for the crew. And they have a huge walkway. It's called the I-95. It basically takes you from one side of the ship to the other side of the ship. And that's just what it's called, the I-95 on the ship. Anyways, I was able to go up to the guest area. but I had to wear my name tag, and I had to be like dressed appropriately. So we couldn't just go up in like shorts and a t-shirt. We had to be either during the day business casual, and then at night we had to be in formal attire. Even if it wasn't formal night, we still had to be in like a suit. Just because people, you know, were representing the company, and people would know us from the shows. And they actually wanted us to go up there and like mingle, because people liked talking to the cast and like meeting them and hanging out with them. So it was a lot of fun. We would get like special rates at the specialty restaurants on board. So if we got tired of eating like at the buffet, or like the crew mess is where, that's what it was called, the crew cafeteria or the crew buffet. And if we got tired of that, we could, I think it was like $25 a person for any of the specialty restaurants on board for us, which is still a lot cheaper than what it is if you go on there as a guest. So that was nice. And whenever we were at port, the only rule was, I mean, if we didn't have rehearsal or anything, was we let the guests get off the boat first, and then we can get off, go explore, and, you know, just do whatever. We were on vacation too. I mean, that's why it was so amazing, because I saw all these places and it was free. It was literally free. But I think Israel was my favorite, because it was just a place that I never imagined that I would get to go to. And I never even thought to go to, really. You know, it just seemed like, God, he's back at it. This storm ain't stopping him, y'all. He's going to get this grass mowed no matter what. But Israel was amazing, once in a lifetime. But y'all, the Greek Isles, Santorini, Mykonos, I fell in love. I want to go back so bad. I was so tan when I worked on the cruise ship, because we could go lay out. That's the only time we didn't have to be dressed up on the ship. If we wanted to go lay out, like, seriously? Oh my gosh! But we could go and lay out in like the guest area, so we were able to wear our bathing suit. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Five minutes later.
Okay, he's moved a little bit further away. What was that? Oh, so we could go up there and we can sunbathe, and we could wear our bathing suit and whatnot. So it was really nice. We couldn't swim in the pool. That was one of the rules. But I was so dark. And I was so skinny then. So on the contract, we had weigh-ins every week. So whatever we came on the ship as, or whatever we told them we were before, or like in rehearsal, that is what we had to stay, our contract. Because as soon as we got our costumes fitted to us, we weren't allowed to like change like anything really. Like even like hair. Your hair had to like stay as whatever they approved when you first got on the ship. And so especially for like costumes, you know, they didn't want you like gaining weight or losing weight. So we had weigh-ins every week. And as I'm like stuffing my face with nachos. But it was crazy. But at the same time, after a while, there's nothing to really do on the ship except like go work out, especially when we're not in the port. So if we didn't have a show or something, like what else was there to do? I would just go to the gym, listen to music, and work out. So it was definitely easy to like, even if eating like off the hook and stuff, to stay small because you could work out all the time. But it was an amazing experience. My first contract was 9 months, and that was hard because even like Wi-Fi was limited, and we had to pay for it, and it was expensive. Not as expensive as what the guests have to pay. It was still really expensive, but it was crazy. I would often get off the ship and just look for Wi-Fi, especially if it was a place that I'd already been to several times. I would get off on Wi-Fi, and that way I could call my family, you know, just check all the social media, and just kind of have a relaxing day and be able to talk to my family back home. Because 9 months is a long time. But he's back. And what the heck is he doing? And it's like pouring down rain too, y'all. And he is still out there. Like, he is dedicated. Gosh. Well, anyways. Oh my gosh, it's getting on my nerves. And I'm just trying to eat and talk to y'all. But, ultimately, it was a great experience. I mean, I loved it so much, I decided to do another contract. That contract I can talk to you more about in the future, if you want to hear about it. If y'all want to hear any more like specific details about cruise life, or ship life as we say, let me know. I can do other like story times about that. But definitely a good experience. After my second contract, I was like, I just gotta come home. I gotta come home. I gotta just take time, be on solid ground for like a while, and then I'll decide what to do next. You know, sometimes I think about going back. I mean, because I would want to go back to places I've never been. So I'd really like to do like Asia. If there was like cruises that went like, there are cruises that go out of Asia, or even like Australia. That would be really, really cool. I probably wouldn't want to do Europe again just because I've done it. But a new place would be really, really exciting. We'll see. But y'all, I'm getting so full. I think I'm going to head off here. I did some damage on this. I definitely did damage. Whew, and it was so good. Woo. Y'all, if you are still watching this, thank you so much for joining me today. This was epic. I mean, this might be one of my favorite meals to eat. It's just so good. Just the mixture of everything is just perfect, especially that nacho cheese sauce. Woo! But, y'all, this was a virtual collab with Time with Cherice. Go check her out. Go tell her that I sent you. Show her some love. Yeah, because she's so sweet. She's collabing with a lot of people right now. She is working, and she is so good. Her food looks bomb all the time. It looks so delicious. And y'all, oh my gosh, he's back. Okay, I'm just gonna get off here. I don't know how long it takes him to weed eat or whatever he's doing in the rain, but to each their own. I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining me today. And just remember, when life gets tough, just keep on snacking. Are you kidding me? Love y'all. Oh, that was good.